Hi guys, this is going to be a form of a tonglen meditation. It's one that I personally have found really helpful when I'm kind of struggling with the weight of the world, or maybe things that are going on personally in my life, or if there's something very heavy happening to someone close to me or someone I care about. This meditation can just be a really powerful one for that. It kind of centers around a theme of reminding us that we can be such a source of strength and steadiness and kindness and compassion, and that we can at the same time hold the challenging things in our lives without letting them entirely consume us. So yeah, I'm going to do a pocket version, so it won't be a super long one. As you can see, if you are watching along, I do have Willow here with me, our gorgeous staffy. We'll see how meditative she feels. There's also Wally. He's the cat. He tends to be a bit more meditative, but thank you for bearing with any puppy moments. Okay, we'll make a start, and you can start essentially just anywhere you're going to be comfortable. So if you know you're someone that likes to meditate seated, get yourself nice and comfy in a seat. If you prefer to lie down or be in any other position, take your time to get set up. Okay. Once you've found where you'd like to be, see if you can just gently start to elongate through the spine. So if you're seated, that might be a little lift through the top of the head. If you're lying down, you can gently pick up your head and just extend it out behind you, so you're making length towards the back of the neck. And then see if there's any other little wiggles, any other little adjustments you can take just to help you settle into the position you found. Reminder, you can move as much as you like for as long as you like. Movement can be a really soothing tool for us as we steady. Particularly calming movements tend to be things like swaying through the spine or placing the hands to the body. Let's begin with a sigh together. Do a deep, deep breath in through the nose. And a long sigh out the mouth. One more like that. If you'd like to allow yourself to make some noise, big breath in. And then really letting it go. Starting to gently bring your focus to the rhythm of your breath. And then shifting that focus with the breath, just gently to the space at the center of your chest. Gently breathing this invitation of softening into your heart. Perhaps seeing where you can soften the edges of the body. You can allow yourself to land a little more where the ground or your supports are meeting you. As you continue to soften into the heart, give yourself a little bit of time just to be gentle. Be curious to what you might be holding today. No, you don't have to have the words to intellectualize what you might notice. But just firstly giving yourself time to appreciate the fullness of your experience. The parts that are heavy, the parts that are light. The parts that might feel pleasant, the parts that might be challenging. As much as you can, using your breath as a container for the fullness of that. The breath just gently sweeping around and holding what's there. For the tonglen meditation, I'm going to be guiding it with a little bit of visualization, and it's going to flow with the breath. On our first round, as you inhale, you're allowing yourself to breathe in what might be challenging around you. If you like visuals, that could be a darkness, a kind of heavy or hot smoke. And then as you breathe out, you're breathing out a lightness, a golden radiant light, a steadiness, a compassion, a kindness. As you inhale, allowing yourself to take in what might be challenging, to soften to it, to feel it. As you breathe out, breathing out a radiance, a kindness, a strength. Inhaling suffering. Exhaling hope. We'll spend just another minute or so here. When it feels like the right moment, just gently allowing those visuals to soften. Return to your heart. This second round, we're going to be doing kind of like the opposite. So this time when you exhale, allowing yourself to let go of your own heaviness, the pain you might be holding, that darkness and that smoke. And then when you breathe in, you're inviting yourself to absorb and take in that sense of hope, that radiance, that light. Exhaling this time your personal challenges, that heaviness. Allowing yourself to absorb that radiance. We'll now move into the final part of the meditation. As always, firstly give yourself that moment to soften and just return to your heart. And then we're going to close this today by breathing in that lightness, that strength, that hope, that radiance. And then exhaling out the same. That lightness, that hope, that radiance. Inhaling, allowing it to fill you up. Exhaling, sending it back out, radiating strength. We'll know when it's the right time. But when you're ready, you can let any visuals soften. Again, return to your heart. This time we use a little bit of body-to-body contact as we just start to gently come back, taking the palms towards each other and rubbing them hand to hand. And then once you kind of connected a little bit with that sensation, maybe a gentle bit of warmth, just going to place both hands over the center of the chest. Take a big breath in. And letting it go. No rush coming back to your space, take your time. Thank you so much for practicing with me. If you have any questions or anything, please feel free to reach out, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care.